Hello, guys. It's been since I've been on live. Oh my God, it's been a really long time since I've been on live. Um, I just wanted to come on here and say hi, what's going on, and thank you so much for getting me to 5,000 subscribers. I was so happy when I saw that I had 5,000 subscribers. It's so crazy because, you know, I had been wanting to do a YouTube channel for a long time. And most of the first videos that you guys have saw on my channel, um, most of those videos was like pre-recorded for like for like 6 months before I even posted it. Because I was scared to post it, to be honest. I was very scared. I was scared, some of y'all, you guys are mean. And what I was afraid of was just like, you guys were gonna, judge me because of my pimples. I just felt like you guys were gonna judge me about everything. Sorry, the mosquitoes. So I kept like redoing these videos until I felt that they were perfect, and then I would still be so scared to post them. So it took me a long time to actually like, all right, I'm gonna publish this video. And I think even I had 2 YouTube channels before this. Um, and I posted it and then I would delete it and then post it and then delete it. And then like, I just kept doing that until I just got to the point where I was like, you know what? I don't care. Whatever they say about me, whatever, who cares? People are gonna talk no matter what. So you might as well just live your life. So this journey has been, kind of crazy. It's been kind of crazy. It's been like a year and some change since I published my first video. And honestly, like, I've gotten mad support. I gotten a lot of love, like for real, for real. I try to focus on the positivity more than the negative. You do have some people who, out of the blue, they'll like post something negative or just post something that's completely unnecessary to the video. But I try not to focus on that. I always try to focus on like people who really like mess with me, like people who really like love me and support me and things like that. Thank you everybody for saying congratulations. I'm really excited. I feel like the more subscribers, you have, like the more you just get, like you just get passionate because you see that like it's helpful. You know what I'm saying? I never want to feel like, I don't have a purpose or my information is not useful. So when you put stuff out there and you find that it really helps people, it's like it drives you more to doing so. And that's kind of how it's been for me. Like, the more you guys interact, the more you guys mess with me, the more you guys ask questions, the more you guys are engaging, it makes me want to go out there and film and shoot and just, really get, really get my foot in there. So that makes me really happy. I just thank you guys so much. The people who've been here since day one, the people who've gotten here yesterday, like, thank you so much. I literally, like, I love you guys. I love you guys so much. Anyways, enough of all of that. Because y'all know when we do these lives, y'all know we got to talk. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, my friends got some babies in the back. But anyways, so you guys know we're here. First of all, go check out my last few videos of my Namibian content because it's just so beautiful. Namibia was, I really love Namibia, like for real, for real. I really did, like low key. So please go check those videos out, share them, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. So right now, I told you guys that, we kind of like and the steps and stuff like that of just getting it together. And to be honest with you, it's not easy. Like, it's not easy. I feel like, you know, I've definitely run into some troubles just trying to get everything together. So I'll give you an example. So the first, I got a whole vlog coming out about this, but I'll just give you guys like a little bit of a snippet. But, getting my residency, it's been difficult, which I didn't think it would be difficult. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought it was going to be like an easy breezy 1, 2, 3 process or whatever. And it's definitely like, it's a process. Like I said, I have a whole vlog coming out about it, so you guys are gonna see everything. But even now, I still don't have my residency, which is kind of annoying. But I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. It's definitely not impossible. It's just a lot of steps. It's a whole process and stuff. But on another note, we have a architecture, yeah, which is amazing news. It's really, really, really great news. Because now let me tell you something. The process of finding an architecture here, Lord Jesus, it is not easy. Again, I'm gonna make a whole video about this as well. But it's not easy because you run into a lot of people who, like, they said they're architectures and they could and they are, but maybe they're not experienced. So what they do is they steal other people's work, and then they're like, oh, this is their work. But guys, do your research. You know what I'm saying? Like, I look at everything. When I say I look at everything, y'all, I was looking, like, it'd be like this guy would send me his work, and I'll be like, okay. So then I would really look into the fine print. I'd really look into the blueprint, and the blueprint would say created by Winnie. And I'd be like, I know he ain't Winnie, so who's Winnie? Or it'd say like very little, like this company. But I ask him, like, do you work for a company? No, I don't work for a company. Okay, so then I would reach out to that company and be like, hey, is this your employee? We're like, no, don't even know who that is. They're using our work. So, guys, when I say that if I didn't use, and it definitely helps at the fact that Hope is an engineer. So he helps me weed out. It's easy to weed out the bad people. But if you're somebody who does not, you're somebody who doesn't know anybody who's an engineer and stuff like that, yo, do your research. Don't just look at them and be like, okay, this is a nice 3D. Okay, you're hired. No. Don't do that. Analyze that paper. Look at those guys. I feel like I went to YouTube University for real, because I was on YouTube for hours, for days, okay? Looking up what to look for when you look for an architect. What should they have? How do you know if a blueprint is real? What's good about a blueprint? What should I be looking at when I look at blueprints? I looked at everything. Like, I looked at everything and I researched everything. So by the time that I sat with these architectures, I knew, obviously I'm not a professional, but listen, I'm a YouTube professional, okay? I went to YouTube school and I knew what I was looking for. And it just like, yeah, pretty much. That's just what it was. But we definitely ran into a lot of people and even companies that was real shady, like very shady. Even some on Instagram, like I would be like looking up the hashtag, like, oh, Tanzania architects and stuff like that. And just very shady. I really wanted to have an architect and the construction workers like together, like to hire a construction company and they had an architect, because I felt like it would be easier. But to come to find out, it's actually way more expensive if you do it that way versus having an architecture like on the side. It became it just became really difficult. And also when you go to like a construction company, it became really expensive, like really expensive. That it was, I was just like, no, this is crazy, this is absolutely crazy. um what else? But yeah, we did wind up finding a architecture who was actually somebody who Hope knew, so it made it a little easier for us since Hope knew him. And then, like I said, this guy was so smart. I'm telling you, it's like he was a business person. He was a business person for real, because we sent him our requirements. We sent him, just like we sent everybody else, the type of house that we wanted, how we wanted it, how many bedrooms, etc. And then what he did that none of the other ones did. Hold on, y'all. Babe, Hope, Hope. I don't know where he is. Hope. Okay. Myra's calling you. Myra's calling you. Well, because she calling you, so I'm assuming she want to talk to you, not me. You want me to answer? She want to talk to you. She's just gonna pick up and be like, "Where's Hope?" Sorry, y'all. Anyways, where was I, y'all? Where was I? So what I liked about this guy, y'all, was the fact that hold on. Babe, come say hi to the people. Yeah, I'm on live. Yeah, they haven't seen you in a long time. Come. We haven't been on live in a long time. Say hi to the people.
Hello, guys.
It's the lighting. It's not you. All right, no problem. So, anyways, what I really liked about this guy was that, we sent him. I pretty much said, guys, like, when you're looking for an architecture to build your house, you have to have everything. Like, you have to have you have to have the layout, have pictures, have everything, because it makes the job easier for the architecture. So we sent him pretty much like the same thing that we sent every other architecture, every other company. And we sat down with him. And actually, he was the third architecture that we spoke to that day. So I was already exhausted. I was like, yeah, another architecture, blah, 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 blah. And what winds up happening is we talked, and Hope talked to him, and we talked about my requirements and stuff. And what he did that no other architect did was he already did a layout of our house. Golden. So it made him very different, because we gave all of these people yeah, we want this, but he was prepared for the meeting. He was prepared, like, he already did a rough sketch. So when we saw it, we got excited, like, this is what our house is going to be like, da, 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 da. We got excited, which that's how he won us over. That's how. Because not only was he able to say, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people can steal other people's work and say, oh, yeah, I did this house and I did this house. But our specific house, for you to do a rough draft, you can't steal that anywhere else, because our house is unique. So he was the real deal. So we were like, this is the guy. This is the guy for us. This is the guy. So that's how we found our architect. I'm really excited about it, because that's the first step of building our house. The first step is to find an architect. Then he's going to do the stretch. He's going to do the sketch. He's going to do the 3D. He's going to do everything. And then after that, we go to the companies and we say, okay, this is the house we want. What is it going to take for you to build, blah, 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 blah. But the first step is the architect. So we officially have done the first step, and I am so relieved. I am so tired of talking to different architectures. I'm so tired of looking at it on Instagram. I'm just tired of it. So the fact that now we only have one person that we're running to is so amazing. And on top of that, like, you have to remember that everything, everything in Tanzania is negotiable. Please remember that when you get here. Understand that everything is negotiable. From the banana that you eat to architects to the cabs, everything, even bread, everything is negotiable. Everything. So he was really willing to negotiate with us. He was easygoing. He was able to put our project first, which is very important to me, because we had another company who we sent them our requirements of what we wanted and stuff. And she said that, okay, I'm going to send, please meet me at the office. I'm going to send you an invoice, da 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 da. And I think that they just had too much going on because she was not replying back to my messages. We had a meeting for a Tuesday for us to meet at the office, and she didn't bother to show up. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, these are the things that, do you really want to work with somebody like that who's building your house? Hell no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. You want somebody who's going to be attentive to detail. You want somebody who's going to, this is our home. You want somebody who's going to care about your project, who's going to put your project first. You want somebody who's going to respond back to you quickly. You want somebody who's going to care about your needs. You want somebody who's going to be real with you. You don't want somebody who you tell them, well, I want a 15 horses on a little ranch. You want somebody who's going to be real with you and say, no, 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 no. Maybe you can have 2 horses instead of 15. Like, it's not an easy choice. It's definitely not an easy choice. And there's so many things that you need to look out for because it's such an important decision. It really is an important decision. And they have to know what they're doing. You understand what I'm saying? And this architecture was the only, guys, this was the only architecture. Guys, we've come across like 15 ones. And they're all like, there was even one guy who, he didn't even look at the detail about the house we wanted, but he already had the price in his mind. Like, he was like, oh yeah, this is going to be this much. And we were like, wait, like, you didn't even look at what it is that we want. You just said the price. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be careful for that. But he was the only guy the only architecture that was like real with us. That was like, listen, like, you want to build this house, because the thing, we were thinking that we just wanted an architecture to build the structure of the house. We just wanted the structure. And because we felt like, okay, we can start off with the structure and then later on we'll do, interior, and we'll do everything else. Because how can we sit here and talk about the lights that we want in the house if we don't even have the foundation of the house? That's how I felt. And that's how, that's just how I felt. I was like, we don't, like, why are we talking about lights and electricity and we don't know any, we don't even have the ground, like, we don't have anything. So he was the only one who was like, listen, the problem is you, and then later on you decide, oh, this is where I want the water pipes, this is how I want the electricity. They can't break down everything to put those there. So you need to have those in place with the drawings before the structure. And I was like, that makes sense. I was like, that makes complete sense. So he was the only one who just knew what he was talking about. He just knew what he was talking about, versus the other people who were just like, yeah, this is how much it is, give me. You know what I'm saying? And if you're gonna pay, you want to pay for good work. You don't want to sit there and then freaking pay all of this money and then you're like, where's my work? You don't want that. Like, you don't want that. And when it comes to architects, they from what I've been told, they charge per square. No, actually, sorry, no, that's the construction. The construction, somebody told me that the construction, they charge per square foot or something like that. um I don't know how true that is or not. I really don't know how true that is or not. But when it comes to, remember I told you guys negotiation is everything. But when it comes to the houses, they charge in terms of how big the house is, how much detail the house, what's the structure, how much work, how many hours they have to put in, things like that, which I think is pretty common everywhere. But we've gone to different places and I mean, guys, I can't even, we've gotten such a range of freaking prices. It's been insane. Like this is the same house. Okay, this is the same house, but everybody that you go to will say this price, 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 this price. So honestly, you can't even go based off the prices. You have to go based off the work, like for real, for real. And then once you find that person who does good work, you have to then you can figure out, okay, listen, this is a good person, what's the price, da, 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 da. What I will say though is that I feel like for you to be in Tanzania, you really have to be a good negotiator. And Hope sucks at negotiating. Like when it comes to negotiating, I tell Hope, step to the side, let me deal with this, step to the side, because I'm the one who does negotiation. I'm the one who is like straight up stern. Like I'm straight up, like even when it comes to our like business stuff, because Hope and I, we do business together. A lot of what we do outside of like Jewels on the Run and stuff like that is Hope does a lot of commercial and stuff like that. Even before he met me. But now what we do is I'm the one who goes in and negotiates the prices, because Hope would just be like, okay, he doesn't negotiate. So for me, as his wife, as that like hard ass, I go in there and I say these companies, okay, you want this commercial, this is how much it's going to cost. And they'd be like, oh, that's too much. I'd be like, well, then you can't afford my man, period. And they'll be like, oh, well, da 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 da, and then they wind up agreeing. You know what I'm saying? So y'all, when I be in my negotiation phase is a beast, like straight up, like it is a beast. And you also have to remember that there are a lot of permits and all this stuff that these architects should be having. So you gotta be careful. Like you gotta make sure they're licensed. You gotta make, like, there's just so much to it. And the thing is like I'm not against any architect that is fresh out of school or anything like that. I don't have a problem with it. The issue for me is when you lie about your work. Like once I find out, like guys, there was even somebody who sent me something off of Google. Like straight up, like, because they felt like if they showed us houses that looked like the one that we wanted, that they had more of a chance to get hired. And it was like, no, 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 no. That's not how it works. We like honesty. I'd rather you straight up say to me, hey, listen, I just got out of school or whatever. I haven't worked in a long time. Like, but here's my samples. I've done a couple of examples. You can definitely like, and then also you have the people who are straight out of school but would charge you like they've been in the game for 30 years. You're like, wait, hold up. You got no experience. Like, y'all, it was a mess trying to find an architect. Like, for real. It was really a mess. Diamond, did you ever check to see if there was a set up? Yes. I mean, they have each architect that you go to should have everything. And also there's a lot of other rules when it comes to even construction workers. We're not there yet when it comes to the construction part, because right now we're getting our drawings and stuff and the blueprint and all that stuff. But there are a lot of laws that are in place depending on the area that you are, and those workers need to have permits. The permits are so important. They even need to have permits to buy material. So, yeah. it's a process, and we're gonna go through it together. Like, we're definitely gonna go through it together. So don't worry, guys. The reason why I haven't, posted any content about the house yet is because nothing has been done. Nothing has been done yet. It's really just been interviewing architects, interview, like, literally that's all we've been doing is just interviewing. And actually today is the day that we finally chose him. And look, I'm already on live telling you guys. So you guys are definitely in the loop about everything. Like, you're 1000% in the loop. That's all we've been doing. It's just interviewing, messages, the WhatsApp messages going back and forth, and da 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 da. You know. Am I coming to South Africa? No, I'm not. I'm not coming to South Africa. Unfortunately, there's a lot going on in South Africa right now. I actually have a cousin who lives in South Africa, and Hope wanted to go to South Africa, and I reached out to my cousin, and my cousin was like, "Do not come here right now. There's a new virus strand, and there's just a lot going on, and it's just not pleasant right now." So, if we do go to South Africa, it will probably be in a couple years. It's not in our plan to be in South Africa anytime soon. How did you decide on your interior layout? So we put both of our, because you got to understand that we're two different people and we have two different styles. But actually, we have very similar styles. That's what I realized during this whole process, because, like, Hope has that, like, vintage, modernish but vintage style, and I have that very, like, clean modernish style as well. So we kind of just collaborated ideas. Like, I was like, I like the living room to look like this. He's like, I like it to look like this. Okay, so in both of these photos, what do we really like about it? Ooh, big windows. We like the sunlight that comes in. We really like the big windows. Okay, we haven't gone as far as to, like, furniture or anything like that, guys. Let's get the house built first. We can't discuss furniture yet. But we talked about, like, what it is that we like about the house. Like, oh, nice big windows. Oh, we have to have an office. We have to have a place where we can film, and da 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 and da 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 da. And that's kind of how the ideas came together. We actually worked on the style of the house for 2 months. And this was even before I went to New York to visit. It was just like, I'm telling you, God is amazing. It's so funny because when we were talking about, like, a house, we weren't talking about building a house together, because, obviously we knew we wanted to be together, but we wasn't even talking about getting married, building a house, starting a family. We weren't talking about any of that. We were just kind of like, because Hope likes to follow on Instagram, like, the house people, and one day he showed me, like, designs. I was like, wow, that's really beautiful. And then that's kind of how we started discussing it, but never to think, like, oh, we would build a house together and get married and all that stuff. So it's funny how that worked out. But yeah, we just collaborated ideas. You have to pick and choose. You have to pick and choose, like, there has to be compromise and stuff like that. Because, like, I told him, I was like, listen, let me design the kitchen. The kitchen is mine, okay? The kitchen is mine. But he wants to design the studio office space. So, we just collaborated. Are you back in Tanzania? Yes, I'm back in Tanzania. I'm here. Mambo VP. Safi. What else? What are good, safe areas to live in Tanzania? I feel like Tanzania is so huge. Like, it's so big, that I wouldn't be able, I can't really answer that question. You would have to determine which city you want to live in. you would have to really determine what city you want to live in. And then after looking at that city, you would have to look into which type of areas, because Tanzania is it's so big. It's really, really, really big. Like even in Dar es Salaam, like it's so huge. Like we went to go look at some land, and it was like an hour and a half away, but we're still in Dar es Salaam. But it's so big. Like it's so big. I haven't been on live in so long. Oh my God. But again, thank you guys so much for 5,000 subscribers. I appreciate it so, so, so much. I appreciate it so, so, so much. Guys, please go check out my last few videos. Oh, what happened? Sorry, y'all. And don't try to start with the rumors. Hope and I did not have a baby. Cut it out. Cut it out. So I know that's coming. Like, oh, there's a baby in the back. Y'all had a baby? I think y'all would have seen me pregnant. I ain't got no baby. How is the collaboration with the diaspora community there? I'm hoping to build our people once I return this weekend. So to be honest with you, as you guys know, I've been on the road. So I have not kept up with the diasporas in Tanzania. Like I have not kept up with them. However, I'm sure everybody is good. I'm sure everybody is doing great. Yeah. And there is a big community of diasporas here. There's a big community in Dar and in Arusha. Yeah, we both like modern designs. Yes, we do. We're both big on modern designs. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Like, you know, I like glass. I like mirrors. I 1000% like modern styles. Like we will definitely have a modern house. I can't see myself living in brick or I can't see myself. We're definitely gonna have a luxurious house, 100%. But most of the places that I've stood at here is modern styles. I mean, I'm at my friend's house right now, and her house is modern style as well. So a lot of people live in modern style. Besides, like really traditional people, like even Hope lives in modern style. Like his family lives modern style. Guys, it's 2021. Not everybody lives like the Maasai. But yes, we will definitely have modern style, modern design. We'll definitely have some like obviously cultural twist and stuff like that, African twist and stuff. We actually want to have photos. This is actually Hope's idea, to have photos around the house that Hope has shot, which I think is going to be so beautiful. All the photos that he's taken, we're going to have them around the house. So everywhere that we've gone in Africa, we'll have the photos nice and about, like the ones that people reported on Instagram of the Himba tribes, all the tribal photos that we have that we're not allowed to post on the internet because it's inappropriate or nudie or whatever. We'll have them displayed in our house because it's his work and we love it, and he took those shots, so I'm pretty excited. But again, the house is definitely going to take time. Oh my God, another thing I didn't even tell you guys. So we have a date. We have a what wedding celebration dates. And we have the cards and they're so cute. Oh my God. They are so freaking cute. For real, for real. They're so cute. But we have our wedding celebration date and I am excited. Um, it is going to be a Chaga traditional wedding style celebration because we're not going to actually do like the ceremony again because we already did our ceremony with us. But trust me, it's still going to be popping. Um, I have to talk to him, but from the last time that um, I spoke to him, you know, he was saying how he thinks that we should do something like invite like a few of you guys to come to our wedding for the people who really support us a lot, like the people who really genuinely love us and support us and has been there for a long time. We think we might open up the doors for, a few of you guys who support us. I don't know exactly how we're going to do this. So I have to speak to him. Have you ever been to an African/American? It's going to be a lot of your favorite YouTubers there. A lot of your favorite YouTubers. Going to be Hope's family, mine. Like, it's going to be, oh, I can't wait. It's going to be so beautiful. But I don't know how we're gonna do it. I don't know if we're gonna do like a like raffle. I don't know if we're gonna, obviously we want to try to do it as non-biased as possible. But you know, we from what he told me, he wanted to do something like that. America has really stuff about computer. Look how you're blossoming. Great job, Jewel. Thank you so much. Yeah, for real. Ever since I've been out here, like it's so crazy because Hope took me to dinner the other night and him and I were just talking about our lives last year. And I was like I was like in tears because I was like, if I had knew what was on the other side for me, because he was like, was it hard to sell your stuff and to move? And I said to him, I said, listen, to be honest with you, yes, it was very hard. It was not easy to sell my stuff, especially when you don't know what's on the other side for you. Like, you have no idea. But I had said to him, if I had knew what was on the other side for me, oh my God, I would have been giving my stuff away for free. I'd have been like, bye. For real, I would have been singing and hollering and I would have left everything right there and left like, bye. For real. But yeah, it was hard. Of course, it was so hard. And I was just thinking back, like, wow. Like, I was really struggling. Like, I was living paycheck after paycheck. I was in this disgusting cycle. I was like dealing with racism every day. Like, there was just so much that I dealt with in America that I don't even have to think about now. Like, I feel so good. Like, guys, I got my nails done. And when I got my nails done, it was just nothing but Black people there. Like, and I felt safe. I felt comfortable. Like, yeah, these are my people. I didn't feel awkward. I didn't feel like someone's going to think that I'm going to steal their purse, or I didn't think that, like, I don't know. I can't, until you've been here, you won't understand. There's a sense of freedom that you get. Like, there's just a sense of freedom that you get, a comfortability. Like, you're just comfortable because you don't, it's like white people stand out. You know what I'm saying? And it's so funny because it's always been the other way around living in America, where I'm the black girl, so I stand out. But I fit in. I fit in. She's the Muzungu, not me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it feels pretty damn good. Like, it feels good. I'm not gonna lie, it feels good. It feels great, actually. And honestly, like, actually, most of my day today, I was looking at like videos of they call them Karens, where they're calling the cops on black people. And I was looking at like a video where this woman was like protecting her son because he got pulled over by the cops and she was afraid he was gonna get shot. I was looking at this other video where this black woman, the cops just busted into her house and was without a search warrant and stuff. It's just like, wow. Like, wow. Like, if they knew that they didn't have to deal with that crap. Oh my God. Like, every time that I watch these videos, I just think to myself, like, brother, come back home. For real. Come back home. Because all that nonsense that you dealing with over there, that's gonna kill you. All that stress, that's gonna kill you. Man, I live a stress-free life. For real. I live a stress-free life. And for the first time in my life, like, I can say that. I live a very stress-free life. I don't have to worry about nobody calling me names. I don't gotta worry about, like, I get to worry about regular stuff that people should worry about. The stuff that you guys would say only celebrities worry about. Only celebrities worry about. Um Celebrities, they worry about stupid stuff like what they're gonna eat and da 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 da. That's the stuff that I worry about nowadays. For real. I don't worry about the stuff that I used to worry about. How am I gonna pay the bills? Uh my manager's calling me in, oh, this person said I got an attitude, and oh, the cops pulled me over today, and oh, my neighbors are complaining because I'm too loud, and all the things that I used to have to worry about. Like, oh yeah, I remember somebody wrote a whole report on me because of the dog. The dog, like, was like barking too much or something like that. I was like, seriously, yeah, I don't have to worry about none of that crap anymore. For real, I don't have to worry about any of it. And it feels good. It feels good. I feel healthier. I feel happy. 26 years old. At the time, I was what, 24 years old. There's no reason why I should be brushing my hair and my hair is just falling out because of stress at that age. That's crazy. But that's how it was. That's exactly how it was, because everything was just so stressful. And I love that. What I love about being here the most is that I just don't have to explain my blackness. Straight up, I don't. People treat you with respect, and if somebody has a problem with you, they have a problem with, which I never had a problem, but if somebody does have a problem with you, it's about a real issue and not because you're black. And I love that. And listen, when you got somebody in a cage all their life and then you let them out, they don't want to go back in that cage. There's no way in hell I'm living in America again. There's just no way. I always told you guys I will visit, of course, because I have family there. My daughter's there. Like, I don't have a choice but to visit. But to live, no way. I want to establish a business there, but I told but I'm told that you need 100,000 in the bank, and have to be a partnership with a Tanzanian. Is that true? Hi. 100,000 what? U.S. dollars or to shillings? I doubt that that's U.S. dollars. Um, if that's U.S. dollars, then that's not true. And you have to be in a partnership with a Tanzanian. Yes, you do. Any business stuff that you do in Tanzania, you have to have a Tanzanian. It's a way for them to protect their country. It's a way for, white people to not come here and just start taking over. I don't think that's true in terms of you have to have that much money in the bank. I can't foresee. It depends on what type of business you have. It depends on what type of business you're trying to have. If you're trying to have like a big business or a hotel or something like that, maybe that's the rules for that. But I would speak to a lawyer. But if you're trying to have like a big business or a hotel or something like that, maybe that's the rules for that. But I would speak to a lawyer. But you do have to have a partnership with a Tanzanian. Yes, that's 1,000% true. Any business that you have to have a partnership with the Tanzanian. Um, and depending on certain situations, sometimes you have to even have a business partnership with two Tanzanians. You trying to build a school. I would talk to a lawyer, but I was in the process of trying to open up an orphanage and stuff like that, and um they never said anything about I have to have that much money in the bank. I never heard that. And I know people who have businesses here, and I never ever heard that. But you have to have somebody that you trust in. So how most foreign people do, you have to have somebody that you trust in Tanzania. And what you do is you have a contract with that person, and you say basically in the contract that the ownership is yours. So you just basically have a separate contract. So you have to have a Tanzanian to own a business. So you own a business, but then before you open up the business, you have a partnership with that Tanzanian person that you trust, and you obviously have everything signed to show that legally the business is yours. Um, like you say, this business is mine, da 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 da. But obviously, it depends if that person is your friend or stuff like that. But that is your business partner, so you should probably will have to give them something because you do need them. Absolutely, you can't just open up a business here. Can you imagine? I'm at first as an American thinking, I was like, what the hell? I was like, are you kidding me? I have to have a Tanzanian person to start a business, da da da. And then I thought, like a Tanzanian, I thought about the thought behind it. And the thought behind it is if all it takes is money for you to build the business out here, this place would be run straight up by white people. And that is not what they want. That's not what they want at all. So if you have a Tanzanian involved, at least it's not that easy for people to just own and all of that stuff. But yes, you definitely have to have a Tanzanian involved. 100%. So find somebody you trust. Find somebody you trust and have a separate contract with them, and the business is yours and stuff like that. But you absolutely cannot just come here and say, oh well, I have money to build a school, and then now you out here just building schools, and because otherwise the country is not going to be the same, because there's a lot of Western people who have way more money than Tanzanians. So they would take over all the land, which is, again, not what they want. So I respect it. And it's not just for Tanzania. In most countries, it's like that. Most countries, it's like that. And it's just it's a protective mechanism, way to protect the country. Yeah. No problem. Of course. Of course. Of course. Anytime that I can help. I do have a lawyer. Hold on. Let me see if I still have his number. A lawyer. Uh, yes, let me give you guys this lawyer's 68884989912. There you go. He's a lawyer, so you can call his name. you can contact him regarding, business questions and stuff, because I'm not a lawyer. So that's his number. Let me make sure I got it right. 255-688-4989. Yep, that's it. And he's on WhatsApp. Okay, so I'm trying to find the street maps of the cities in Tanzania to help with GPS navigation software for Google. Um, would you have any idea how to get street maps of Tanzania? I use Google Maps, and I like Google Maps. However, I just discovered this app. I haven't even opened it yet. Let me see. I use Google Maps, and I find Google Maps extremely helpful. That's what I use. I think it's pretty safe to say you can use Google Maps. I'll be there this weekend. Where will you be? Which part? Which part will you be? Guys, 4 years ago, I just got a notification. 4 years ago, I was in Australia. Your girl's always been busy. It's my 4-year anniversary that I was in Australia. I had fun. Y'all, I had fun in Australia. I was exploring. I got to see kangaroos, everything. You be in Dar. Wait, when's this weekend? When's this weekend? I don't think we will be here. But to be honest with you, I don't know. So the best thing to do is to contact us on Instagram. Matter of fact, no, don't contact us on Instagram, because I am terrible at answering my Instagram. Send me an email. Send me an email and find out. But I don't think we're going to be here. The plan is for us not to be here. But plans change every day. But if we're here, if we are here, then of course, why not? We can definitely you can definitely meet me and my husband. Why not? Hi from Ghana. I love Ghana. But I haven't been yet. Ghana was actually one of the places that I wanted to go to recently, but then I found out that it cost $150 to get the COVID test. I'm not doing that. I have to wait until COVID is over, because I ain't doing it. I'm not spending $150 to get the COVID test, and then $150 for Hope to get the COVID test. So for both of us to get the test, it would cost $300. We're not doing that. It's not happening. It's not happening. It's not happening. However, there are a lot of people in Ghana, though. There are a lot of people in Ghana, a lot of diasporas and stuff like that are in Ghana. I'll contact your lawyer. Okay, good. He's not my lawyer, but I have sat down with him and asked him business questions. But he's a lawyer that I know in Tanzania that I would recommend. But he's not like my lawyer. Over here, a lot of schools and children are suffering over here. That sounds terrible. I think a lot of people are suffering, with COVID. Like, a lot of people. It's crazy, but hopefully things will start looking up. Hopefully, I pray so. I really pray so. I'll be in Tanzania for the next 2 months, working on my papers. The main location would be southern Tanzania. That's great. That is absolutely great. I think the hardest part of all of this is at least for me, is choosing the part of Tanzania that I want to live in. I think that is like the most difficult. We still have yet to make a final decision on where we're gonna live, but that is really tough for me because I love so many parts of the country. Like for real, like I am like, I wish I can just like, I wish I can make my own Tanzania and take like little parts that I like from Dar, little parts that I like from Arusha, little parts that I like from everywhere and just put it as one. It sucks that I have to choose. Like it really sucks. It sucks. I think that's the most difficult part. But when we do choose, I will make a video about it. Definitely. The only thing that I will say about Dar, y'all, is hot. I feel like if I don't choose Dar, that's gonna be one of the main reasons, is that it's really hot. Like I would spend so much money on electricity because I cannot live in this heat. I need air conditioner. Like I just can't. Like I'm not talking about like regular heat. Like Dar heat is a different level of heat. Like it's hot. Like it's like unbearable hot. Like I don't know how people do it. I don't even like staying in Puerto Rico due to the fact that it's so hot. But here is even hotter. So, like I said, we haven't made like a choice yet, but we have to soon because our architecture is drying. Will you ever try to climb Mount Kilimanjaro? I think so, yes. I think I definitely will try to climb it once I am physically in shape. It is no secret that I am not in shape. And y'all, I would not make it even a quarter up that mountain, okay? I wouldn't. But one of Hope's really good friends is a professional mountain climber. So if you do want to climb Mount Kilimanjaro, please contact me because he is a professional mountain climber and I could probably get you a discount. But yes, like we've all talked about it and we definitely want to climb it. But y'all, I'm gonna need like 5 years. I need to stop. I need to start working out. I need to stop eating junk food. There's so much stuff that I need to do before I climb up that mountain. You know, I don't want to like get to the mountain and be like, oh my God, we made it. You know, like it's a 7-day climb. Like I need to be ready for that. So, and they recommend for you to prep for it. Like you should be in shape. So, and I'm not in shape, so that ain't happening no time soon. No, no, no. But I will. How could I live in Tanzania and then not climb the mountain? Of course, I have. Well, that's not true because a lot of people have. And I lived in New York my whole life and I never went to see the Statue of Liberty. So, you know, when you live somewhere, you don't tend to do touristy things. But in Tanzania, I 1000% want to. What else? What else is up with Diamond Jewels? Guys, I'm no longer going to be Diamond Jewels. I am changing my last name. But my last name is going to my middle name. So I will always have Jewels. It's just not going to be my surname. What else? What else has been up with me? Honestly, guys, we've just been so focused on getting a house together. We're gonna have to actually. Oh my God, I totally forgot about that. I need to call. I actually set up. I actually set up a day where I'm going to see apartments in Dar es Salaam for you guys to film so you guys can see the houses, you can see the cost, you can see all that. And I completely forgot. I just remembered I just contacted the real estate agent. Does your family ever plan on visiting you soon from New York? Yes, they're coming to my wedding. Yes, they'll be here for my wedding. They will be here for my wedding, and we're gonna have a chaga wedding celebration, and it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. Like, it's gonna be so much fun. Oh my god, you don't even understand. Dancing and food, and it's just gonna be like, it's just gonna be litty. It's gonna be litty. It's gonna be lit. Like, we're just gonna have a bomb time. Like, we're just gonna turn up. We're gonna celebrate. We're gonna celebrate. But yes, they do plan on visiting me. They're coming here. They're gonna meet Hope's family, and they're just gonna bond together as a whole family. Two blended families mixed in together to celebrate the love. Look at my background. That's my baby. Love that man. Love that man. Don't get me started. I'll start blushing and stuff. How would the channel name be changed? Is it going to be live? No, my channel is still going to be the same. Still going to be Jewels on the Run, because I'm still Jules, and I'm on the run. So, yeah. Yeah. Is it going to be live? Is what going to be live? I don't think I understand that. Why would you say African women in the U.S. are nasty? Because that's been my experience. That's genuinely been my experience. I think people forget. Oh, will the wedding be live? I don't know. I don't know. I think because of copyright, and I think because of copyrights and all of that stuff, I don't think it can be live. However, I don't know if Hope is gonna have somebody shooting it or something like that. Probably he'd probably have somebody shooting it so we can put it on YouTube. So it might not be live, but you'll definitely get footage. Give us reasons. So sorry. So that's just the experience that I have had. I did grow up in the foster care system. Bye. Thank you. I did grow up in the foster care system, so I was one of the people, unfortunately, to be in different foster homes. So I have experienced pretty much every single culture. Like, I've been in a African house, I've been in a Jamaican house, I've been in a Haitian house, I've been in a white person's house, I've been in a Dominican house. Like, I have been in over like 30 foster homes in my life. Like, I have seen it all. And I have stayed with a couple of US Africans, and have had not so pleasant experiences. Very strict households, very not so nice people. And I've been exposed to just even like the African markets, and the just a lot of different stuff in New York. And my experience has not been pleasant. I will never ever ever say that that's how everybody is. Oh, definitely not. But the people that I have come across have not been pleasant at all. I have not come across one not like the people that are here. The people that are here are not the same people that I've come across in New York. But you haven't met all Africans from 54 plus countries. Your limited experience doesn't define the entire African people. But you're contradicting. You're not understanding what I'm saying. I have definitely said that these are the people that I've come across. I have not come across 54, even the amount of people that's in one country, I have not come across those people. And I would never say that it defines the entire African people, because I have come across Africans. I have come across Africans in New York, and I've come across Africans in Zimbabwe. I've come across Africans in South Africa. I've come across Africans in Namibia, in Tanzania, and I've gotten all different experiences. Even the people here in Tanzania are different Africans than the Africans that are in Namibia. So everyone is completely different. But my personal experience with the Africans that I have come across in New York has been that experience that I've said. Can you please give specific examples? I prefer not to, only because that now comes into my life story. That now comes into the trauma and all this stuff that I've been through as a kid that I don't feel comfortable with speaking on camera about. But I can speak about just like people in the market and stuff like that. I can definitely speak about that, but I won't speak about like the African people that I have specifically lived with. But the people like in the market, I mean, you go to New York. I feel like it's not a secret. I feel like a lot of New York Americans have commented on that video and been like, I've had the same experience. So I'm definitely not the only person who's had that experience. But just, certain attitudes, certain just rudeness, the aggression, you know what I'm saying? Like, just they've been very aggressive to me when I've gone into the market, which I also probably think that maybe it's just like marketplaces. Maybe it's just marketplaces and that's just how the culture is. Again, you cannot tell me my experience. If you don't like my experience, then that's perfectly fine. But the people that I have come across have not been pleasant people, and that's just what it is. Period. Point blank, period. That's it. I can come across somebody tomorrow and I can say, this person has not been pleasant. I have a right to say that. Period. That's just what it is. I have come across a lot of, one of the worst foster homes that I've ever been in my life was a Dominican woman. She was not pleasant. She was an absolute disgusting person. So some of the Dominicans that I've come across have not been pleasant. I'm not saying that all Dominicans, there's something wrong with them or da-da-da-da-da. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying that the ones that I have come across have been that way. Or the ones that I have come across in New York. Because also, Dominicans in New York is also very different than Dominicans in the Dominican Republic. It's very different. So, again, that's my experience. So that's all I'm going to speak on that. It's the culture here in America that changes people. We understand. It's true. I feel like that's also true as well. I feel like that's also very true because I feel like America changes you because, like even just the culture here in Tanzania versus the culture in America is very different. Like here in Tanzania, everybody helps each other out. Everybody loves each other. Everybody, even if you don't know somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like for me, like I see kids just running around. I'm like, oh my God, like where's their mother? Blah, blah, blah. But they just trust the community to watch them and to care for them. But that's not how it is in America. So, maybe in your home country, that's something that you would have trusted. But then now in America, you're sitting here watching over your kids and you're like, you now are, because there's crazy people out there. So that's just what it is. When you say Africans are aggressive, it's exactly what white people say about African Americans. That is true. That's absolutely true. But again, you can only speak of your experience. I have come across very aggressive African Americans, and I've also have come across very nice African Americans. Like it's your experience. Like You know what I'm saying? It's your experience. I don't know what else to say besides it's your experience. It's the people that you've come across. Not everybody is the same. I've come across very nasty African Americans too. I've come across very nasty Indians. I've come across very nasty Puerto Ricans. Like, it just depends on the person. But that's what I will say. That's been my experience. You can't take away my experience. I mean, if you could, please do. Please wipe it all away. I don't have a problem with that. I told you guys about the story how I almost got kidnapped in Thailand by Thai people. That was a terrible experience. It was an absolute terrible experience. But that's not the same impression that I got in New York. In New York, the Thai people that I've come across has been really sweet. But then when I came to Thailand, they almost freaking kidnapped me and my baby. So it's my experience. That's just what it is. If you don't like it, that's perfectly fine. I don't like my experience either. That's why I complained about it. So be it. What else, guys? Of course I reported it to the authorities. Of course I did. Absolutely. And then I flew out the next day. Of course I did. Of course I reported it to the authorities. And I had a very nasty taste in my mouth about Thailand. I did. I had a very disgusting taste in my mouth. I was scared and I was like, but again, you try not to generalize all people. You try not to say, oh, this is all Thai people, because that's not true. Because when I went to Phuket, those people were so nice. But in Bangkok, those people were crazy. Like, they were out here trying to kidnap my 6-month-old baby. But what can you do? And honestly, it also even depends on the day, on people. Like, straight up, like, some days you can come across me and I'm very nice, and some days I'm moody. Maybe I just come across people on the wrong day. That happens. We're human. We have a right to not always have on days. You have a right to be off days. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a right. However, if you came to me on my off day and that's the experience that you got from me, it doesn't take away from the experience because I had an off day. But yet somebody might come to me tomorrow and I could be the sweetest person ever. However, it does not take away from your experience. That's still your experience. Yeah, that trafficking thing is very real. Like, that was very scary. Very scary. I could not believe it. I haven't been to Asia since. But again, I try my best not to generalize and say, well, I'll never do this and I'll never do that, because I had that experience. I will never go to, to Asia or anything like that because this happened and No, you just have to be careful. And I thank God that I have a lot of, New York street smartness, and I was able to get myself out of that situation. If you didn't see that video, please go check that video out. It is a older video, but I think the title is like almost got kidnapped in Thailand or something like that. So you guys can see the whole story of exactly what happened, because that was crazy. Like, that was the craziest story that I've ever been through. Like, I could not believe that shit happened. Like, I literally could not believe it. You hear about trafficking and you hear about all this stuff, but when it's like happening to you, you're like, whoa, what is going on? And I had traveled to so many countries and nothing has ever happened to me like that. So, yeah. We should focus on things within our control. Unfortunately, we cannot change people's attitude. It's true. Within our control, unfortunately, we cannot change people's attitude. It's true. We can't. I mean, I had an unpleasant experience in Namibia. I told you guys the experience that I had with this the woman when Hope and I were getting married, and the woman had such a disgusting attitude and was talking a lot of shit and stuff like that, and it made Hope really upset. what can you do? I can't say I hate Namibian people now because of this woman. She had a bad experience. Now, if that was the experience that I had every day when I was in Namibia, then I can definitely say like all the people that I've come across have been nasty. But that wasn't my experience. I had one nasty person to us, and then everybody else was so sweet. But it happens. Like it happens. I run into nasty people all the time when I'm in New York. It's so funny because whenever I'm in New York and somebody's rude to me, I'm like, yep, I'm back in New York. I always say that. I'm like, yep, I'm back. I'm back. I am back. I am back. But I try not to focus on the negativity. I try my best to focus on the positivity. Because there are some like really amazing people out here. Like for real, there's amazing people everywhere in the world. And as long as you don't focus on the negative people, then you'll be able to. I try not to stress. I really honestly try my best not to stress out. Um, so when somebody is like, it depends. When somebody is really rude to me and stuff like that, sometimes I can get nasty back, but Hope has taught me a lot to just be like, whatever, who cares? And then just go about my business. That's just what it is. Because let me tell you something, there's more nice people than there are mean people, for real. There really is. We don't focus on the nice people because we're like, yeah, I don't understand that. You have a perfect picture and you're focused on the stains on the frame. But the picture is still perfect. It's still a really nice picture, but we focus on we focus on those little people who are negative, but yet you have like 50 people who are so positive. So why you focus on that one person? And I had to realize that a while ago. Hope has taught me that a lot because I used to get really pissed off. And now I'm so chill, like for real. Like I am so like, all right, okay, whatever. That's how you feel, no problem. You're entitled to your own opinion. That's it. And then I go about it. Because the person has won when they have pissed you off. You know? That get me. That get me. Am I ranting? Am I just talking right now? Are you guys tuned in? Ask me some more couple questions and then I'm gonna get off of here. Because it is hot. It is very hot. I think I pretty much told you guys like the update on everything that's happening with me, which is really not much. But I am hoping that with us having the architecture now, and he's now gonna start building our house and stuff. We did get to see some houses that are being built. I will listen. I've been learning a lot, y'all, about houses. And the thing about in America, I mean, most of us buy houses. Most of us don't build houses. But over here, it's better if you build a house, which I am loving the process even more because I find to different sites and seeing different things is the foundation of the house is extremely important. And the the way the house is, guys, I'm learning about different material. Like it's a whole new world for me, and it's exhausting, honestly. Um, but the way the house is being built from scratch, from the bottom, the foundation is so important. That is to determine how strong the house is or how weak the house is going to be. So finding somebody to build your house to make sure that it's going to be nice and strong is so important. For real, for real. It's so important. So y'all, that's pretty much what I've been up to. Like I can't really tell you guys more. Um I'm trying to think. What else can I tell you guys about, what's the update with Jewels on the Run? Um I'm not sure. I think that's it. I can say pretty safely that's probably it. So I love you guys. I'm gonna go now because because I want to shower and get ready to eat some dinner with Hope. I love you guys. Please continue to share so we can keep building this community. And if you have any questions, please reach out to me. I'm always here for you guys. Let's continue to just build this community. And I will see you guys later. Peace.